Thank y'all for tuning in. You're now tuned into my podcast, Difficult People Chronicles. I'm SF Johnnie, seriously focused Johnnie. And today's episode is called The Message Be the Model. If you are tuned into my podcast every week, you are working on change within, wanting to know how to maneuver through society's norm, which is spiritually abnormal, wanting to navigate the in between so you can, for some, continue to work on yourself and your assignment. Others start working on your assignment and elevating. And then there are those patiently waiting on God for direction and answers on how to proceed. Well, even through the storm, God uses us to be a model to someone in need. I remember being on bed rest, like I told y'all many moons before, that I was on bed rest and I was praying against what I saw to come in other people's life. I pressed forward because I was like, enemy, you got me twisted. If you think I'm going to let you take me down and I not press forward, you must be crazy. It was like that old statement I used to say before a fight when I was younger. If I hit the ground, enemy, you coming with me. But I'm not staying down for long. God is going to lift me up. The model for some is faith and strength. And it looks different for everyone depending on their situation. Even in the storm, you have to be a model. Even if your enemy on this earth has evil ways, is evil spirited, plotting, planning, and scheming. Scheming, plotting, and planning. On the job, they watching you. The victim on the job, the enemy is tormenting, is watching you. The haters on the job, in the cut, ready to run and gossip and throw sticks and bricks in your path, is watching you. God is watching you. Be a model. You never know if their hearts will change or the victim will learn something from your situation. Because listen to this, a victim who's being tormented, harassed, belittled can learn something from your situation, team up with you, and y'all together can fight the enemy. Be a model to someone in need because it is during those times God will watch how you handle a situation, and that within itself could be part of your assignment. Being a model does not being a model does not just mean how you talk and walk. It also means how you present yourself in a storm. I'm going to tell you a few things that is connected. So the other day, if you don't know, you know now. I have a very busy life. God directed me to embark on something new. I was like, how? I'm not the type of person to just nowadays to just sit back and be like, I can't do it. When direction comes from God, I get up and running. You know, I don't have that kind of time. And I'm trying to maintain, give my clients my all, give my listeners topics and tips, clean, go to the laundry mat, clean. I still got to clean my car and do my daily duties. How? That's my whole question. How? It's been the question for me for the last few weeks. How? It's to the point I have to walk with my face cream and stuff because there are mornings I take a shower, get dressed, head out, only to forget deodorant and lotion. So now I put all those things in a little bin or whatever in my car. How? Then when I take the rest of the day off just to rest, I feel guilty because sometimes I sleep all day and I know my body needs it. But then sometimes I could be laying down and just like that, a message come to me. I don't even have to be asleep. Something comes to me and then it's just like I spring up and then I have to head to the computer or do something. Then the other day I was putting on my usual spandex pants and a t-shirt. And what came to me was dress up. I tell you, when I tell you it's easier to dress down. A lot of people have problem with Crocs and certain shoes on your feet, but some things is just comfortable. I don't wear Crocs everywhere, but I'm saying sometimes on my off days, that's what I run around in. But I dressed up. Believe it or not, I dressed up for a few days. Then I went to church. And I was telling someone that I do not know how long I can do it or what God wants me to do. And as the person was talking, the only thing that kept coming in my head was model, model, model. On top of that, all week, I was listening to someone talk about the things, the unfairness on their job they encountered. The games, the childlike behavior, things that pissed them off. And what I said is, if you were to tell those same gang stalkers about their behavior and unfair practices, they would try to either deny it, turn the tables on you like you're the problem, try to bury you alive, because that is what they do as a group. They don't have the guts to stand alone. The games they played as kids has now traveled into adulthood, and some are reaching retirement. Still, God, like myself, He might want you to be a model. Here are the reasons why. People on the job are going to be exposed. No matter how high their title is and how fancy they look. No matter how much they yell across the room, bang on tables, kick walls, push chairs, try to belittle you, steal your work, or just evil. They're going to be exposed. The gang stalkers are going to either turn on each other, because that's what enemies do. They turn on each other. When they can no longer attack a person, like their tactics don't work, they got to find their next victim. And a lot of times their next victim is the enemy that within the group. And a lot of times they lose direction because the headmaster is going to be exposed. So when they take the headmaster out of the picture, what happens is those same gang stalkers turn against each other. They don't have an identity of their own. There are those watching, and for some, they admire you. They see you as truth and trustworthy. And you exhibit the model of what right looks like and how is the right way to be. A lot of people are falling. They're not soldiers. They're evil spirited people falling because God is moving them out of the way for something new. And this is what came to me the other day. It was just like, you go on social media, you turn on the news, and then it's just like a slew of people. Like it could be 5, 6, 7 people all in one day just falling. Falling. And it's what was in the dark is being exposed. Some of you all went through the cultivating process to be developed, and the harvest is around the corner. Paul states in Galatians 5:22 to 23 to basically walk in the Spirit. Walk in the Spirit. Love, peace, joy, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, self control. Walk in the Spirit. And even though we have to walk in the Spirit, there are things God is going to develop, or should I say, working on us internally and externally. Internally is our heart. Externally is could be our appearance, like turning our frowns into a smile. So be that model. Even if your job feels like jail, and there is that group of people, the gang stalkers, they act like wardens and those inmates who have no intention of being right, but being in position to torment, kill, harm, and destroy. They not those people that's saying, I want to get my life right so I could get out. No. They those people that want to kill, harm, and destroy your spirit. Because just like the seasons pass, they will pass too if they don't stop being evil. People hate when I say things like that. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Anyway, that's it for today. Check me out on June 27th live on YouTube. I'm not going to put up a link because I did that last time. It didn't work. I'm just going to stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. That's what I'm going to do. Because that link thing, yeah, another story, another day. Anyway, have a blessed week. Love me more and I love you more. Later.